What's up, y'all? It's me, the lovely Sweet Tea Baby, and your girl is in the building, back with another video for your monkey A, okay? Don't play with me, play with your peoples, period, poo, clock that T. Okay? Y'all, listen. In this video right here, let me let this window some. Hold up, y'all. I just turned on the radio. Trying to get some good lighting up in here, but I think I messed up when I did that. But anyway, y'all, in this video right here, honey, I'm about to talk to y'all. I may seem like spry and happy and all that right there. I mean, I got good cause to be. You feel me? Because now, you know, I feel pretty okay. But early on, like about a few days ago to some weeks before that, I was feeling like bad because y'all, but before we get into the video, y'all, you're new to my channel, hey, how you doing? Old to my channel, hey, glad to have you back. I'm glad to be able to chop it up with you again, period. Y'all mean the world to me, okay? Don't play, clock that T, okay? So yeah, y'all, but oh, and I was gonna say, by the way, would you be so kind to subscribe to my channel? Put me in the algorithm, you feel me? And it's free to subscribe, and put on the bell notification button and make that thing do what? Go ding ding dong, ding da ding 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 dong. Say what? Go ding ding dong, ding da ding 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 dong. Hey, the fuck, y'all, let me adjust y'all a little bit. I'm so stupid. Yeah, y'all, so I was going through some mess mentally. Yeah, so I know y'all saw the title. You feel me? I know y'all saw the title. Yeah, I had a cancer scare. Child, let me tell you about it. This is story time, okay? One day, it was on a Sunday morning, about a few weeks ago. I was laying in the bed in the morning time, you know, because I was getting ready to go to church too. I had in my mind, me and my daughter had done previously talked about it, about going to church, okay? So I'm laying there and I just started, you know, doing a breast exam. I was like, let me rub on my breast and see if I could feel any lumps. And time I started rubbing on them up here in the top area, I felt some. I felt like, well, first I felt like one lump over here and a few lumps over here. Okay, so I went to church. Yeah, that was like a couple of months ago. So I went on, well, I told my daughter about it, first of all. I told her, you know, I found some lumps in my breast and I'm scared, you know, because you get scared when you feel that type of stuff go down. And you know what you hear about lumps being in the breast, okay, because even it's a girl on my job, she used to work at my job, and she told me that her cousin, young girl in her early 20s, ended up catching breast cancer. She found lumps, went to the doctor, they said it was cancer and it was in a stage 4. So she didn't have long to live, and she in her early 20s and got kids. And the female on my job, when the girl called her complaining and crying and telling her about it, and she started crying and tears leaking down her face. I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, she got to go home. She was like, her cousin found out that she got breast cancer and she's so young and stuff like that. I was like, wow. And I was so curious. I wanted to know what she looked like. She said she's very pretty, and that was her, let me see what it was, her boyfriend's sister. Yeah, it wasn't no cousin, it was her boyfriend's sister. And I was like, wow, that's a shame. And I wanted to see what she looked like so bad, but she went on home and came back later and told me that they had a family get together, and everybody hugged her and she was crying on everybody, and it was just a sad meetup, you know. And child, so that's been like since she told me that, about 6 months ago. And I wonder what ever become of that girl. Has the cancer started getting her down? Has she met her demise or what? And then I know this lady too, she had gotten breast cancer. I know like a couple of people. I heard about it 3 different times, okay? But this one lady, she recently had it and couldn't afford the chemo. had a job but couldn't afford the chemotherapy. So she started getting sick and weak and stuff. It, and the cancer just spread, and ultimately she passed away. And her kids found her on the toilet. So yeah, y'all. Then another instance. Now this one here was like years ago when my grandmother was living. It was this lady that lived our neighbor, nice lady, light skin, pretty smile. Used to come over there, very witty, very funny. Used to make you laugh and talk loud. Came in there and told my grandma that she had cancer. I didn't know what was going on. I was just walking through the house and I just see her crying on my grandma's shoulder, my grandma hugging her and trying to tell her it's going to be okay and don't worry. Just telling her whatever she could tell her. And that lady was buku crying. And then when she left out the house, I said, what was wrong with her? She said she found out she had breast cancer and ain't got long to live. I was like, wow. So y'all, this breast cancer ain't nothing to play with. Oh, I forgot I had to know one more person. So yeah, that's like 4 people. She was the best friend of the family. And beautiful, nice hips, nice Coke bottle shape, but thick with it. I grew up, she was in our family as I was a teen. And then I knew her after she had all her kids. She ended up having about 8 kids. And then they all got to be like teenagers and stuff. She had done caught cancer, breast cancer, and it was too far gone. Well, it was savable, but she didn't believe with her religion. She didn't believe in cutting herself. She just believed in the Lord that it'll be cured. That this is what I heard, He say, she say. So it ultimately she ended up on hospice in the house with her family and all her 8 kids around her bedside and her husband. And she was also, before she got in the bed in a wheelchair, and it took her out. She ended up passing away in front of everybody. And they said it was hard towards the end. She was having a hard time taking breathing and all that down, breathing machine, all this stuff. And she had some church members there too by her side. Child, it was a mess. So yeah, I've heard so much about it. Oh, one more time. When I was a teenager and I was going to school, I think it was junior high or high school, I heard about this girl named Tanelia. Pretty name, Tanelia. She ended up catching it and died back then when we were teenagers. It was aggressive. It took out the game so quick. And I remember her being light-skinned and pretty and nice walk and all that, and walking through the halls of the school. And, we interacting with her. I remember her laugh. I remember a lot of things about her, but it took out the game. Yeah, and back then there was also another girl from West Tampa named Phyllis, and I ain't gonna say her last name, but she died with AIDS. So I know 2 people from back then that passed away at a young age, but child. Oh, and then the same girl who had the breast cancer that went to my junior high school or high school, whatever it was, her sister passed away with AIDS. So AIDS came on the scene too and was taking people out. So them 2 people right there, 2 beautiful girls that I know who had that and died at a young age. And then the breast cancer. But yeah, y'all, so when I felt them lumps in my breast, honey, I got scared, okay? So I went to church that day. I'm sitting up in church and I'm just thinking about it. And I couldn't hardly enjoy church for thinking about that. I kept like daydreaming and thinking about what if I have it and what, all that stuff, okay? So time went by a little bit. I felt in my breast again. Then I felt more lumps, like about 5 of them over here and 5 of them over here. That's what I thought, 4 or 5. I'm like, wow. And I told my daughter, there's more. And it's a lot more. So I would hurry up and set my appointment, honey, to go get a mammogram. Cause what it was like some years back, 13 years to be precise, because my daughter 13 years old. And just before I got pregnant with her, I had done took a mammogram. They told me they saw something in this left breast. They was like, come back. We got to rule out what it is. And so I said, okay. But I let a few months go by and ended up finding out that I was pregnant and I didn't go back. And I said, well, they didn't sound that serious. It probably was nothing. And I just went on and kept on living life. My daughter now 13 years old and I started feeling these lumps and stuff and decided to go. And then I went on this day here recently to go get my mammogram. I was sitting up in there scared. And they did the mammogram and I sat down. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to cut it right here for a minute. I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm gonna be doing little clips in this video. I do the final video and talk about the rest. It's juicy, okay, because I'm not in the clear yet, so stay tuned. Okay, I got some more things to tell y'all because I got diagnosed and y'all need to hear what they said. Okay, all right, so I'll get back with y'all. All right, y'all, I'll let y'all. I gotta eat my breakfast and be getting ready for work. I'm in the job parking lot. Period, Pooh. Don't play with me. Play with your people's clock. That T. Okay? I'll get back with y'all. Oh, so I'm back. Yeah, so today's Saturday, y'all. I had to, finish this video today. I just came from the doctor. As you can see, I got this on me right here. Well, I'm at the doctor's office now in the parking lot, and I decided to go ahead and make the video here because I just got a blood test to see if I got sugar diabetes, okay? But anyway, y'all, let's get back into the video, okay, about what I left off saying in the other clip, okay, the other segment. Period, Pooh. The fuck? Okay, y'all. So, I was sitting in the lobby waiting to get my test done, my mammogram. I was really nervous. They had been told me years ago that they spotted something in my breast and to come back. And I think I told y'all that early on, but I didn't come back, like I said. But so I'm there now, which was a couple of weeks ago, in the lobby. The lady come on in, and well, I had done got undressed. You're supposed to get undressed from the waist up, and put on this little makeshift gown that they got for you. So yeah, I'm sitting there like that with my pocketbook in the lobby with a couple of more women who had on the same little attire as I did, with their little pocketbooks in their laps, and we looking at our phones on social media like I was. And child, they came in and called me. The lady put my breast up on this little plate, and then this machine closed down in on my breast, clamped down in it, and I got tested, both breasts, okay? Then I'm sitting in the lobby, just waiting on the results, waiting for them to tell me I can go, and they'll send my results to my doctor's office. They come in there telling me that I need to go take a mammogram, a sonogram. That she was like, okay, we got to do some more testing. The doctor ordered a why I keep saying, yeah. The doctor ordered a sonogram. I said, okay. So they took me in this little room, kind of dark, and this lady was in there. I laid on the table. She said, what breasts? No, she was like, she knew it was both breasts. She was like, so where do you feel the lumps at? And I said, right up in here. And she said, okay. So she went on and put the jelly-like stuff on my breast, and you could see the little computer screen. She was having a chance to see my breast, the inside of my breast. So she was rolling the little camera all over my breast, and I could feel the camera bumping on the lumps, if that makes any sense. Like every time she rolled that camera across my breast, it was like a little ball. I feel it going like that over those bumps, and I was saying to myself, wow, look at those bumps in my breast, like that to myself. Okay, so fast forward. I left. I went to the doctor for the results. The doctor says, and I was sitting in that room so nervous, I had done did a TikTok and everything on TikTok saying, y'all, and I'm gonna put the clip, probably most likely, the clip here, so y'all can see what I said, and then I did the after results so y'all can see what I said. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm currently at the doctor. I'm gonna get my test results about whether I have breast cancer or not. I already took the test. There were lumps over here and over here, a cluster of lumps here and a cluster of lumps here. I'm scared, I'm nervous, I don't know what to think. If they tell me I do have it, I don't know how I'm gonna react. Y'all pray for me. Okay, y'all, I just got my test results. The doctor said I don't have cancer. I had some lumps in my breast and they don't see nothing. There is no cancer, but I do have tumors on my thyroids right here, but they're non-cancerous. Yay! The clip is gonna be right about here. Okay, so y'all saw what the clip said and everything from TikTok. But yeah, that was the results. She told me that I didn't have nothing, no, no breast cancer, and they didn't see nothing in my breast. And then she turned around and says, "Come back in 6 months so we can check out the left breast." I'm like, "Why the left breast?" And I say, "Anything wrong with the left breast?" She was like, "No, no, 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 no." She said, "No, no, 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 no," just like that. "There's nothing wrong." She was like, "We just got to check out the composition and make sure it's still okay." I said, "Okay." So she said, but the first thing she told me too, before she told me about my breast, was about my throat. You know, because I had done took the thyroid test. The doctor, when she examined me or talked to me, she felt my throat and say that she felt some lumps in my throat. She said some swelling in my throat or whatever. She said, "Do you have any hard time swallowing?" And I was like, "Not really, but really I do. But it's due to, you know, I'm missing some teeth in the back, and when I chew the food up, I don't chew it very well or whatever like that." So yeah, she ordered me to take a thyroid test. And so I took that test too. So y'all, what happened? Now the thyroid test, that same day I took the breast exams, and then turned around, they took me in the room again to do the thyroid thing. The lady was she rubbed that stuff on my neck. This thing kind of hurt. And then she took pictures of my throat. So when I went back to the doctor, she said that the finding was that I have tumors or cysts. One of the words she said, I'm gonna be clear when I go back to see her. I'm supposed to go back to see her in a couple of weeks. I could have sworn she said it's a tumor on my cysts. On my thyroids. Over here and over here, tumors. And I was like, wow. She said, but they're non-cancerous. Okay, that was fine. That was nice. I got happy when I found out they were not cancerous. But my thyroids got tumors or cysts on them. And then I looked it up because she called it I saw in the paperwork it say thyroglaphy, something like that. I looked it up, and it mentioned the symptoms of it, which I'm having. One symptom is it caused my heart to beat fast. I already got tachycardia, and I have been having a lot of episodes with my heart through the night, waking up to my heart beating faster than ever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna be the outcome of this? Because you be thinking you're gonna croak out, you're gonna pass away, whatever the case may be. Because it was going faster than ever. Then I went up a flight of stairs and it was beating so fast it couldn't hardly calm down. I'm like, what the hell? What the helly? So anyway, y'all, I've been thinking now, are those things gonna get bigger? Tumors have the capability of growing big. And is it gonna close in my throat? And then will eventually it become cancerous? And then another thing, I read up on it. What's the cause? It say 9 times out of 10, zinc deficiency. The vitamin called zinc. Yeah, zinc deficiency. So now I'm scrambling around because I don't like taking vitamins, because I read up on it. I would take vitamins, but I read up on it. Anybody with a pre-existing heart condition got to consult with the physician, because it can cause heart palpitations. You would think that vitamins wouldn't do that, but it would. So now I'm looking for a way to get zinc inside me. And I read up on vegetables that have zinc in it. It said broccoli. For the most part, it said broccoli, and spinach. And then meats that have it in there is sardines, salmon, and something else to mention. And now I gotta look up fruits and stuff. I'm just trying to do my research and find out some natural, like herbs or something, herbal teas or anything that I can get zinc from. Because I want to get some zinc inside me just in case that's causing a problem. I gotta do some more research to see if it's irreversible, whether those tumors can dissolve or go away. I gotta do further talking with doctors to find out how can I take care of this situation. How can we get this stuff out of my throat? And then my throat looks so bad, y'all. I be trying to hide it. I've been thinking about just starting to wear a scarf and drape it, because you can see it's like a wrap of fat around my throat. And in videos, like on TikTok or wherever, I be doing these videos. And this another person remind me of my throat. That's Peach McIntyre, y'all. she got a big old lump in her throat. You know, she be talking and stuff, and certain ways she turn her body, it's a lump there, and people done talked about it, and she won't address it. And I heard her say one time, "Don't worry about my throat, y'all. Don't worry about my throat." But other than that, there's something wrong with her somewhere about that big old hump in her throat right there. But mine is like more like a wrap around. So I don't like the way it look. I'm already done got older and got wrinkles in my throat. And then to top it off, I got like a band of fat. That's what it looked like to me. And even when I was a big girl, I always had a band of fat around my throat. It just looked unusual, and that's because, come to find out, I got that problem. And something happened to me back in the day. Somebody kicked me in my throat. I'm not going to expose who did that, but they kicked me with some steel-toe boots on in my throat. And I wondered, did that contribute to me having what I have? But yeah, y'all, it's crazy. So I'm glad I ain't got the breast cancer. I was so excited and stuff like that. I'm so excited. I praised the Lord about it and everything. I even prayed to the Lord. And then, okay, on my job, I had told a few people, because they see me losing weight, honey, y'all, I'm coming down on this weight quick. And I'm like, dang, I'm losing so much weight. What is wrong with me? I am losing mega weight. And everybody, family been saying I'm so skinny and frail and stuff like that. And I said, well, it must be due to cancer or whatever with the breast. Or either it's diabetes, because diabetes also make you lose weight. I already was told I'm a pre-diabetic, and I've been trying to take care of it by myself. So I've been having symptoms too, like if I eat too much sugar, this just started happening. But it happened one time, a long time ago, where, okay, this time around though, I was eating ice cream at night. That had became a ritual, what I had been doing, eating ice cream every time you turn around. At night, hold on y'all, every time, hold on. Let me put this back some, excuse me y'all. So, I like to eat I was eating ice cream at night. I'm trying to get this camera just right. Hold up y'all, hold up. And I was eating lemon cake and ice cream, but this time around, I'm trying to angle this just right because I want y'all to see my feet. Just see everything that I got on. Okay, so it ain't gonna happen. I ain't got time for it. But yeah, so it just, yeah, I was eating ice cream one night and turn around. Time I got through eating that ice cream, I bent down to pick something up off the floor, and my vision, I noticed something was going on with my vision. I looked and I just saw my vision had done, something happened, it's hard to explain. When I looked up though, my vision was gone. It wasn't like darkness, but it was like I can't focus on nothing. I see things, but they split up. It's double vision, or cracked up vision is the way I describe it. Like if you know anything about a kaleidoscope, that's kind of like the way my vision was. When you look through a kaleidoscope, you see all these little broke up pieces of glass or what. That's what look like what I'm looking at, broken glass. I don't know, hard to describe. So I walked like this with my hand out because my daughter was in the bathroom. And I told her, something wrong with me. You might have to call 911. Our address is such and such and such. Anything I fall out, whatever, hurry up and call them. Because I don't know what was going to be next. And I just not ate a bowl of cereal. And I be worried. I be worried about when I eat cereal, I eat Rice Krispies. Whether the sugar in a minute going to cause that to happen to me again. But I have to have breakfast and I have to eat. Because I found out too, I'm losing weight rapidly. So to stop that weight loss, I got to eat 3 meals a day, and I haven't been doing that. I noticed when I eat 3 meals a day, and 2 of my meals or 1 of my meals includes some meat in it, my weight be maintained. Because I'm at 163, but I had them come down to 158 or 9. And I'm like, ooh, if I keep losing weight like this, I'm going to waste away and I'm going to look terrible and won't be able to walk. I imagine myself getting down to 119 and all of that and being where I can't function. Like that girl Gina 2. It's a female that's on TikTok called Gina 2. You know, she had come down with HIV and had lost all that weight and had to have the help of nurses by her side to help her stand up and hold herself up. And I figured that's the way I'd be, and I waste the weight. So now I'm on top of that, they're trying to eat 3 meals, but then this coming up with certain things I eat causing a problem. Even like my pressure going up. Too much salt in the stuff that I've been eating. So yeah, that's where I stand at, y'all, with that, with my throat and all the stuff that's going on with me. And so I was, like I said, I was on my job. I was telling my co-workers and stuff, because they was like, how you losing all that weight? You done lost a lot of weight. So I was explaining to them about what's going on and the possibilities. And also I told them about my eating habits. Like, my teeth all broke out in the back. I need dental work, and I need some teeth pulled out, about 8 of them or 6 of them, the doctor last told me. But they say if I get that Novocaine, that I won't be able to, it'll speed up my heart. You know, I got a heart condition called tachycardia. So when they said it'll speed my heart up, I said, never mind. I just live like this with my mouth like this. So therefore, when I eat, I have to eat a soft food diet. I eat baby food stuff and all that, y'all. But I be trying to eat soft food. Then sometimes I try to eat regular food. And it be getting caught up down my throat. And it could be from the thyroid situation and from me not chewing it up good. So that's what it is, y'all. That's what I'm up against, and I'm happy. And I was able to go back to work and tell my coworkers, no, I don't have cancer. I'm like, dang, I'm losing so much weight. What is wrong with me? I am losing mega weight. And everybody, family been saying I'm so skinny and frail and stuff like that. And I said, well, it must be due to cancer or whatever with the breast. Or either it's diabetes, because diabetes also make you lose weight. I already was told I'm a pre-diabetic. And I've been trying to take care of it by myself. So I've been having symptoms too. Like, if I eat too much sugar, this just started happening. But it happened one time, a long time ago, where, okay, this time around though, I was eating ice cream at night. That had became a ritual, what I had been doing. Eating ice cream every time you turn around. At night. Hold on, y'all. Every time. Hold on. Let me put this back some. Excuse me, y'all. So, I like to eat ice. I was eating ice cream at night. I'm trying to get this camera just right. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. And I was eating lemon cake and ice cream, but this time around, I'm trying to angle this just right because I want y'all to see my feet. Just see everything that I got on. Okay, so it ain't gonna happen. I ain't got time for it. But yeah. So it just, I was eating ice cream one night and turn around. Time I got through eating that ice cream, I bent down to pick something up off the floor, and my vision, I noticed something was going on with my vision. I looked and I just saw my vision had done, something happened, it's hard to explain. When I looked up though, my vision was gone. It wasn't like darkness, but it was like I can't focus on nothing. I see things, but they split up. It's double vision, a cracked up vision is the way I describe it. Like if you know anything about a kaleidoscope, that's kind of like the way my vision was. When you look through a kaleidoscope, you see all these little broke up pieces of glass or what. That's what look like what I'm looking at, broken glass. I don't know, hard to describe. So I walked like this with my hand out because my daughter was in the bathroom. And I told her, something wrong with me. You might have to call 911. Our address is such and such and such. Anything I fall out, whatever, hurry up and call them. Because I don't know what was going to be next. And I just not ate a bowl of cereal. And I be worried. I be worried about when I eat cereal, I eat Rice Krispies. Whether the sugar in a minute going to cause that to happen to me again. But I have to have breakfast and I have to eat. And I found out too, I'm losing weight rapidly. So to stop that weight loss, I got to eat 3 meals a day. And I hadn't been doing that. I noticed when I eat 3 meals a day and 2 of my meals or 1 of my meals includes some meat in it, my weight be maintained. Because I'm at 163, but I had done come down to 158 or 9. And I'm like, ooh, if I keep losing weight like this, I'm going to waste away and I'm going to look terrible and won't be able to walk. I imagine myself getting down to 119 and all of that and being where I can't function. Like that girl Gina 2. It's a female that's on TikTok called Gina 2. You know, she had come down with HIV and had lost all that weight and had to have the help of nurses by her side to help her stand up and hold herself up. And I figured that's the way I be, and I waste the weight. So now I'm on top of that, they're trying to eat 3 meals, but then this coming up with certain things I eat causing a problem. Even like my pressure going up. Too much salt in the stuff that I've been eating. So yeah, that's where I stand at, y'all, with that, with my throat and all the stuff that's going on with me. And so I was, like I said, I was on my job. I was telling my co-workers and stuff, because they was like, how you losing all that weight? You done lost a lot of weight. So I was explaining to them about what's going on and the possibilities. And also I told them about my eating habits. Like, my teeth all broke out in the back. I need dental work, and I need some teeth pulled out, about 8 of them or 6 of them, the doctor last told me. But they say if I get that Novocaine, that I won't be able to, it'll speed up my heart. You know, I got a heart condition called tachycardia. So when they said to speed my heart up, I said, never mind. I just live like this with my mouth like this. So therefore, when I eat, I have to eat a soft food diet. I eat baby food stuff and all that, y'all. But I be trying to eat soft food. Then sometimes I try to eat regular food. And it be getting caught up down my throat. And it could be from the thyroid situation and from me not chewing it up good. So that's what it is, y'all. That's what I'm up against, and I'm happy. And I was able to go back to work and tell my co-workers, no, I don't have cancer. So I done told my co-workers, when I went back to work, they knew what time my doctor's appointment, they knew the day of my doctor's appointment. So when I came up in the building, they were like, what happened? What did the doctor say? And I told them. And I got a friend girl that called me all the time. If you're watching the video, hey Sherry, or Sharon, you know, that's my little friend girl. She used to work for the job. We chop it up all the time. So she called for the results too. And I was able to tell everybody what the doctor said, that I don't have it. Okay, and I turned in my paper, you know, like you're supposed to have your paper for an excuse that you went to the doctor that day, and give it to your job so they can account for where you were that day while you had missed work. And I didn't read it yet. So when they gave it back to me, I handed it in. Then they finally gave it back to me like way later that day or the next day. And I read what the doctor put on that paper. She put on that paper, okay, and I don't know why she would put that to my BMI, my body weight. She put obese, morbidly obese. Y'all, where I'm morbidly obese at? Where am I morbidly obese at? And she told my body index weight, I'm morbidly obese, and I weigh 163 pounds. Where is 163 pounds morbidly obese? Okay, that's one situation. Then she put on the paperwork, abnormal finding in the left breast. Okay, why come you told me when we was talking, no, ain't nothing wrong with the left breast. We just need you to come in 6 months and just observe it or whatever. Why come is she trying to protect me from not being worried about it? You know, she kind of keeping that to herself or what? She say, you know, on that paperwork, abnormal finding in the left breast. Another thing she put on the paperwork was for me to start taking Statirovatin. She recommended, she didn't tell me or give me no prescription for Statirovatin. That's a high blood pressure, because that day when I came in, my blood pressure was high. But the reason why, the night before, I had done previously ate some chips, because I be trying to eat something. They soft chips though, some that I can eat. I ate some chips, then just turned around and fried me some fish. And I remember eating that fish and saying, ooh, because the only fish that I could really chew fish is all soft and everything. I can do fish. Yeah, I can eat all fish, but I try to not eat the ones with the bones in it. But anyway, I remember putting too much seasoning on that fish and it was salty. But I ate it because I was hungry. So I had chips and then salty fish. So that's what had my pressure up when I went to the doctor the next day. But anyway, she put that about the medication on there. And then she put what I had wrong with my throat. It's called thyroid glaphy. Thyroid glaphy, something like that. So all of that was on the paper. I was like, wow. And so what concerned me the most was the breast situation, about the left breast abnormal finding. Like, why you didn't tell me it was an abnormal finding when we was talking? Unless she just basing it on, you know, no, she can't be basing it on nothing. Anyway, y'all, that's where we're at right now. And I got an appointment set up to go back to the doctor and talk about what the results, whether I got sugar diabetes. If I don't have sugar diabetes, I don't want it, and I hope I don't. but something's wrong somewhere, because why is my vision breaking up when I eat too much sugar? Why am I having a lot of symptoms of this and that? Heart beating unusually fast. Another thing they told me that I might have is I'm going through menopause. So if it ain't that, it's that. And menopause also makes you lose weight, y'all. Thyroid problems make you lose weight. Menopause and sugar diabetes make you lose weight. And plus cancer. But I'm glad she told me that's not what it is. But that's it, y'all. That's all I have for y'all. I'm going to have to get going. I'm going to go to Ollie's, Walmart, Michael's Art Store, and then take it back in and go clean up my house, give it a good mopping, and clean out my car and take some stuff that's in my car out my car and make my car be nice, clean, and fresh, and stuff like that. And just chill and stuff, y'all, and watch Fire Stick TV and get on the internet on that Fire Stick TV and go to TikTok and go to Pinterest and get on my laptop and go to Pinterest. I love Pinterest, y'all. So I'm just gonna chill with the rest of my day. It's Saturday. I got some free food from this church, y'all, this morning. Not that I had to, and I gotta go to church. But y'all, I forgot to tell y'all this too before I let y'all go. Cancer is a scary thing. It's a lot of people done left this world with cancer, y'all. And to one day examine your breast and feel lumps in your breast and stuff like that, it just scared me to death. I never been so worried the way I had been worried in my life. I mean, every day, before I took the test and after I took the test, I was so worried, y'all. I'm talking about worried because I thought about how I would be. Cancer, it spread fast, y'all. It eat you up, and it take you away real fast, and that's all I was thinking about. I said, though, if I had it, I was going to accept that, the fact of that, and live day by day, and just while I have my health and my strength, just enjoy life much as I can. Don't focus on it, and just know too that we all got a dying day, and maybe this is my already, I mean, not maybe, but that would be the way I was finna leave this earth with that cancer, and I was gonna accept it until I got down weak and sick, and I know I was gonna suffer, but I know once you pass away, the suffering will be all gone. But yeah, y'all, I was so scared. And my daughter, I thought about her. She's 13 years old. I love her so much, and I want to be the one to raise her, and I don't want really nobody else to raise her. And she's 13. She's just getting older, and I want to be there for my baby. And me and her, nobody can take care of the way I do. And also, y'all, I've been talking to family members and friends of the families and stuff like that, just to let them know, you know, something happened to me, take care of my daughter for me, okay? And that goes anyway, because I got a pre-conditioned heart. I got a heart condition anyways, y'all. So I just be worried anyway. You know, I'm getting older, and she's 13, so I be worried about my baby. I want whoever she stay with to treat her good. Don't be snapping at her. Don't be favoritism. Whoever you got in your household, don't do her like a dog. Take up time with her. Take up places. Be a mentor to her and love her and do for her. Give her allowance, take her shopping, do everything for my daughter. You feel me? So yeah, hold on, y'all. I gotta put this thing down. Hold on, y'all. So that's the kind of thing I want. I want a person like that there, who's gonna be good for my daughter, who is gonna be very good for my daughter if anything happened to me. You feel me, y'all? So yeah, I just wanted to stand back and let y'all see me a little bit too, so y'all can see that I lost weight. The ones of y'all that do know me know that I was real big, and y'all see how I had lost weight and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all, that's the way I feel. But you know, I'm just glad that they said I don't have it, and I just gotta wait till 6 months from now and go get tested again, y'all. But yeah, y'all, that's my video, and I'm finna send y'all over to the other little last part with me leaving off of this video, telling y'all goodbye. Stay tuned for the next clip. But y'all, that's my video. Y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Love y'all. Bye.